up everyone, Chris here. In one of my latest videos, we completed Forest Frontiers and Roller Coaster Tycoon 25 years after its original release. What some people may not know is a little bit after the release of the sequel of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, the Xbox would receive a port of Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 with all of the expansion packs. Those expansion packs include Loopy Landscapes and Corkscrew Follies. Roller Coaster Tycoon is a simulation game where you, the player, maintains and creates an amusement park in their many rides and shops. This game was kinda made for a mouse and keyboard, and it's kinda weird to see how this game will translate to a controller. So today, we're gonna be beating Forest Frontiers, but this time on the original Xbox. I was gonna do Dynamite Dunes, but my Xbox has stopped working properly. After about 30 minutes, it will crash, and it's got a hard drive failure, so I gotta soft mod my Xbox and put a new hard drive in it sometime. So, that will be a pretty cool video idea, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's pop this into the Xbox and see what it's like to play. As stated before, Roller Coaster Tycoon for the Xbox has both the Loopy Landscapes and Corkscrew Follies expansion packs, which gives the game a total of 81 scenarios to complete. Now that's a bang for your buck compared to the PC game. The PC game only has 21 different levels, unless you add both of the expansion packs. Hopping into Forest Frontiers, the objectives are still the same, but you'll notice the screen looks a little bit empty. All tabs of this game are hidden into two different menus. B opens up your construction menu and X opens up your management menu. I guess they took the sensitivity of the analog stick into consideration, considering how slow it can be. Getting used to the controls of this game can be a bit tricky at first, but after about 15 minutes you'll get used to it. Definitely use this option here on the path list when building pathways. Instead of dragging out the path, you can just click buttons in the direction building out where you want the path to be built. This makes it pretty quick by spamming the A button and eliminates all mistakes. Well, almost all mistakes unless you're a lunatic when you build. One thing that can save you time when building or when you have a window open is to click the right trigger. This will bring you to the most recently opened window, and when it's in a building window, it conveniently places your pointer on the rotate button. It's a small feature, but it'll save you a lot of time. A weird thing is, Twist is now called Scrambled Eggs in this game. I don't know if it's part of the expansion pack or if it's an Xbox exclusive feature. Also, this may be a common theme in this video. I tried doing some research to see everything each expansion pack added, but couldn't find much specific details. One thing I know for certain though is the magnifying glass is an Xbox exclusive. By clicking the left analog stick, a magnifying glass appears letting you zoom in close looking at specific details. This is useful to find puke on the paths as well as seeing height markers on the path. It's especially useful for me since I'm playing on a CRT TV, so smaller text is extremely pixelated, but the magnifying glass solves that issue. One thing I've noticed placing down stalls is you can now set items at same price throughout the park. So if you have a balloon stall and set it at the same price throughout the park, if you place more, the balloon stalls will have that same price without needing to manually change them. This is super useful as I use it all the time when playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Customization is also greatly improved in this game with the expansion packs. You have more different path options to place in your park. Instead of only blue queue lines, you also have red, green, blue, and yellow. We also have black, red, dirt, grass, red tile, green tile, and blue tile paths. This will give you more variety when building compared to the base PC game. We can also name staff members now, which was not available before, letting you organize your handymen, mechanics, entertainers, and your security guards. You may have noticed the merry-go-round was red and white when I built it. We can now change the colors of merry-go-rounds. We can make it our beautiful pink color we always wanted it to be. Another cool thing is being able to change the style of entrances and exits. It's a nice little detail to make your park look a little more unique. One of the last differences and features I noticed while playing was a roller coaster's advanced performance stats goes way higher on the chart than 4 and -4 Gs. I don't think this is a part of the expansion packs either because I don't even see it in the second Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's pretty much something small, but I thought it was kinda weird. Now, one thing I'm not a really big fan of when it comes to this game is not being able to see how much money you have, what the date is, the rating, and how many guests you have in your park, just on your main screen. you have to press the management menu button to take a close look at those numbers. It's not too big of a deal, but it's a little annoying, and I forget to check how much money I have left while building in this game. You might be surprised to hear that the Xbox version has a higher max frame rate than the original PC title. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 for the PC has a max frame rate of 40 FPS, but on the Xbox you can have a max frame rate of 60 FPS, giving you a whole extra 20 frames per second, making the game run much more smoother. However, I found only one music track from a ride can play at a time. When you move close to a new ride with another soundtrack, that new song plays and the other ride's music stops until you return back. Now, after playing the game for about an hour, the question is, how do I feel about playing Roller Coaster Tycoon on the Xbox with its controls? Well, the answer is actually, I really like it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd much more prefer playing this game on the PC using keyboard and mouse, but Frontier Developments, which helped development this port of the game, really did a great job making the game work on the Xbox with its controls. It's actually really relaxing to be able to lay back on a bed or a couch while playing. The controls really aren't that bad. It takes a little bit of getting used to as well as perfecting, but I found them pretty easy to get the hang of. Again, it's not perfect. It's obviously not as fast as using a mouse to get you around the screen and do your tasks, and there aren't as many keybinds you can use to help you out. One problem I could see is the controls potentially slowing down your ability to make progress before your deadline. You may have a harder time getting things done on time, or you may not. With 81 scenarios in this game, it's definitely a good bang for your buck. I'd like to take on the challenge of completely beating the game on the Xbox, and if or when I do complete it, I'll definitely make a video going over how it was. That will be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing for more Roller Coaster Tycoon and retro gaming videos. It would mean a lot to me since making these videos is just a hobby. When I gain the eligibility to monetize my videos, I won't be focused on making as much money as I can. Most of my content gets a copyright notice since I use copyrighted video game soundtracks. Again, making these videos is just a hobby of mine. I want to use music that would make the video great, not cheap, generic, royalty-free music. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.